Hi everyone, welcome. It's good to see you all. Thank you for coming back and spending some time with me, and thank you for all the new friends that have joined and has spent time viewing what I have to offer. So it has been a while, just a little while. You know, things happen, but I'll go into a little bit of that at the end in case somebody doesn't really want to hear like health updates or something like that. It's nothing terrible. Okay, so I have some finished objects and I would like to share them. So let's get started. Let's see, where should I start? Let's start here. It's an easy one. Remember when I shared this little pamphlet or booklet that I got a while back and I started making some items from it? Well, I did the strawberry, which you saw that in my previous video. And I just did the orange. And I do have some yellow cotton that I will do the lemon with. I just haven't started it yet. So let's look at the orange and I will set that down. So here is the orange. This is what I'm using as like a trivet. Not a pot holder or anything, maybe a trivet, something to lay down, you know, and put something on. And it is cotton. And that is it. So I really love the bright orange for the orange pot holder trivet. I call it a trivet so I can set things on it. And let's see, let's stick with some kitchen items. So this is a, let's see, what is it? It is called a bag Saver Caddy. And I should have untied the bottom a little bit. It is yellow and white for the border. And it says bags on here. And you put your plastic bags in through the top. You just untighten it. I just tied it because I'm not using it as of yet. I have a blue one in the kitchen right now that's been there many years. But anyhow. So, and you pull out the bags from the bottom. So I really love this, you know. And I went with the yellow because a while back I got a yellow and white checkered tablecloth. Of course, it's like the vinyl with the flannel underneath for summertime. I just thought, oh, you know, I'm all about the summer vibes and all the beautiful colors that it has to offer. So here it is. The Bag Saver Caddy. And they are great. Let's see. So back to the kitchen. So I'm always doing dishcloths. I have been doing, previously, I started in the beginning, when I started crocheting dishcloths. Well, once I learned knitting, I like the knitted dishcloths. And there's a variety of, you know, patterns you can do, right? So this one is crocheted corner to corner. Okay, it's real pretty, and it is made with peaches and cream, and the color is mint. I still have another skein, and this is what's left of that one that I used. But it's very nice. And this pattern is by Amy Kate from the Graceful Tangle. And I will link her pattern for this and many more. She's a young designer. She goes to college. I just think she's doing fantastic in everything she is accomplishing. You know, she, you know, has patterns on Etsy and Ravelry. I do believe in, you know, promoting everybody. So I wanted to make something, you know, different, and I saw she had a pattern. She has two other ones, but I haven't done them yet. So also is, before I was making those, my friend's sister has a daughter, and she moved into an apartment with her friend, and she says, oh, Ruthie, can you make her some dishcloths, washcloths, and scrubbies for me for like housewarming? I go, absolutely. But before she asked me, I had already been making these, you know, ahead of time. But I have some that she told me like colors that she wants, you know, for like certain things. like lime green and tan, but I do have some with green, a summery color. I think it's called Pink Lemonade or something. It's got all these pretty colors in it. And I do have some tan and brown mixed, but I made some more. So let's carry on. So more with the kitchen items. So I tried to make a few little notes. The two I'm about to show you is from Handy Little Me. Her name is Louise. Now she has a website, and I know she has Instagram, I believe YouTube. I can't keep up with all these different places everyone is at. So anyhow, I have one of her knit and one of her crochet. I'd like to finish 2 more of her knitting projects. She says like they're free patterns, okay? So I can link the name of her, you know, I can list these below. But this is a brown. I don't know how it's gonna come out, but it is all garter stitch. Just, this is great beginner, just to practice your stitches or whatever. I made this with some yarn that was new to me, that I had many years ago. And let's see if I have I do have it. Let me tell you about this real quick. Let me digress a little bit. This is so stretchy. Look at this. It's like amazing, I think. So I had, I think 2 of the brown and 1 of this, like green. I don't know what it is. This one is called Pirate Chest Brown, and it is by the Sassy Skein. It's Key West Caribbean Cotton Collection. It is 100% mercerized cotton, and it's 74 yards per skein. Hand wash or machine wash, cold water. Line dry, do not bleach. Well, anytime you do your dishcloths, you can either dry them or lay them flat. If you dry them, just know that when you have to put them back in the water, just squish it under the faucet a few minutes and it comes back too. It looks like it shrinks, but it doesn't. It always comes back. But I thought this was really neat yarn. And it was regularly $5.99, and I got it for $1.99 back a long time ago. But I thought, oh, it was really nice to knit with. I thought this would be a nice garment, is what I was thinking. Of course, I don't, you know, I don't have any more except for like the green skein. But I did go on the website just because that's how I am, and it's $6.99, I think, for one of those skeins. But it is really nice. It'll still be great for a washcloth or whatever they want to use it for. Okay, so that was Handy Little Me. I just wanted to share that. That was new to me. And I did use 2 skeins of that to make this. It is pretty big. So Handy Little Me. And this one is Handy Little Me, and that is Louise. And this is the crochet one. And all it is to get like the texture like that, and it's the ribbing. You go through, like you knit maybe 3 rows or something, and then you go through the back loop, back and forth, chain 1 back through the back loop, which you could do double crochet, anything you want. I just followed the pattern just because that's how I wanted to do it. So here's, you know, 1 crochet and 1 knitted, and I would like to do at least 1 more of her knitted and another crochet, I think, by Handy Little Me. And then I did these 2. These are smaller. This is Farmhouse Knitted Dishcloths by Just Be Crafty, and her name is Brittany. So it's a little smaller. So here is this one. Let's see if you can see the texture on it. It's like got the ridging, the garter ridge in between the stockinette. I'll try to put it up closer. There you can see it. So you can see the stitch pattern a little better. Okay. So there's that one. And then with the leftover orange from the orange trivet, I made this one. And this is the same thing. It is the Farmhouse Knitted Dishcloth but you can use it as like a face cloth because I made them a little bit smaller. Not for any reason. I should have used the rest of the orange, but I wanted to go ahead and just make them both the same size. So you can see the patterning, hopefully. It's just, you know, a couple, what, 3, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 rows of the stockinette and then one of the, like, garter. So it's really easy and very nice texture. So I thought those are really nice. And let's see. So I finished another set. I don't think I showed these on the last one. I'm sure I didn't. These are the booties for adults, and I did the small size. In other words, they're small. They fit me. I'm sure you could go smaller even. Okay. This is it. I love the front of them. So with this, the original pattern I got from my aunt is you cast on 66. I cast on 60. And where you do what does it say? Like, so you would knit 30, I knit 27. So I just cut back to make it a little smaller. So I got this set done. And if I put one on and try to stick my foot up there, I couldn't do that anyway. But they're really great. Oh, I can show you the bottoms. I think they're amazing. They're very soft. Great little slipper, booties. Oh, and see how it has the little cuff? You could always roll it down if you wanted. Everything is customizable. We always remember that, you know. There we go. So I was making another pair because the first pair, I'm making it, this is the same one. This is the same one as the ones I just showed you. I cast on 60. And here it is. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Sorry, I'm getting a phone on my cell phone call. But I'm sorry. So here's another one. This one's done, and the second one I am doing also in this. The same. So this is the second one. I just haven't finished it. Been busy, so I wanted to finish up the yarn, this yarn. And after I finish that up, there won't be enough for another pair, so I'll probably use the rest for something else, like a scrap or something. So, and if you notice, I do it on the circular and knit flat because that's what the pattern asks for. I would like to try it in the round, but I haven't yet. So that is what I'm working on. And what else? I think that is it of the finished projects. And oh, I do have a work in progress besides a slipper. I started a dishcloth, and I'm doing the Grandma's Favorite by PJ Allen, where it's the ones without the holes on the side, which, you know, the original one is nice because it gives it a nice border, but this will be nice as well. So I just started that one, what, last night or something, and didn't have time today. I had an appointment. But one other quick thing is I got one of those caddies like Pamela's Adoring Crochet had, you know, started all these caddies, and it's like, oh, I need one of those. So like right now, all of my cotton is on top. That I don't think I can move my phone much. Let's see. No, I can't do it. I'll make you real dizzy. But there's the cotton on the caddy. There it is. If I scoot it back, you can see it. And then the slipper is on the second shelf, and my Granny Square Scrappy Sunday project is on the bottom. But all these had a time that they were on top until I finished them and put them aside. So that is it of the crochet and the knitting projects that I have for you today. Now, if I'm gonna just give you a little update, a little health update. And so if you just want to know about the knitting and crochet, then, you know, that's it. Feel free to, you know, stop now. I won't drag this out by no means. But So I have been having, what is it, iron deficiency anemia since 2019, going through all these tests and all that, trying to find out, you know, why all these changes were in my blood work. Make a long story short, this year I got to go the longest time from October last year. They decided, okay, they really raised my iron really high, so that should do me for a while. So they said, well, let's try 6 months, because I was going quite often. So come a couple months ago, like in March, I was saying, oh, I think, you know, my iron's dropping. I should probably call them and see if they can move my blood work up. But I didn't. I just try to wait, you know. So I had an iron infusion last week and one today. So I thought, well, let me come on now, because I just, you know, with this, it's a very common thing that people have, but, you know, it's very important. Like, I can give a public service announcement how important this is. It might seem not major, but it can be, because when you drop like your hemoglobin and when you do a CBC, all these things show up. I've learned a lot, you know. But anyhow, so what is important is that it helps when you don't have those things, the hemoglobin and all hematocrit and all these other little things that go down the list, your body doesn't get enough oxygen to the organs. So you feel fatigue, headaches, and just like no stamina. So that's like where I had been recently. Like, you can't, you know, can't be in hectic, you know, situations, or it's just too much to handle. You know, you just have enough energy just to do, like, cook a couple meals and the laundry, and then you take breaks, right? So hopefully my numbers come up. It takes a little while, but, you know, like I said, there are worse things, but I'm just saying this is more common than people realize. So it's a real easy thing to check, you know, your labs to see where your numbers are and stuff. And before that, it was like cardiologist a month before, and it's like all these things. But I'm getting back on track, you know what I mean? You just got to really be in tune with your body and see what you can do to help yourself. So hopefully in a couple weeks, I will start feeling really a little bit more energy. So that's my plans anyway. It should last a while, even though I have to go back in May already to get labs and then follow up and see how much my irons came up. You know, it's your ferritin and it's the saturation. I mean, there's so much detail, but you learn after a couple years of it, you learn what to watch and how to help your body to absorb it by taking vitamin C and stuff. So, and there, I ramble, but it's just something to let you know that, you know, sometimes I try to watch videos, you know, and just try to catch up with a few, and then, you know, do what I can and make a few things here and there. So I am anxious to start something different after the slipper is done. I mean, I could start something now, but I do want to finish the slipper and everything. So, well, thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead, and I will chat with you soon. Take care and God bless.